Hello, patient and genteel viewers of the Indie Ocean. I know it's been a while. It's been maybe a couple of weeks since I last recorded, and actually I feel a little bit rusty. I've almost forgotten how to do it. I was sitting here looking at all my recording gear going, what is all this stuff? I have this ball on a stick with kind of a screen in front of it. What is this? Do I fry eggs on it? I don't understand. Eventually I remembered it was a microphone. So here I am. Today I felt compelled to record something because I was just in the mood. I made myself a cup of extra strength tea, Twining's breakfast tea, and I thought, what the hell, I feel like playing WazHack. I haven't played this very much, so you will not see any sort of expertise from me here. I've actually had a few sort of attempts at adventure in this. I would say at least half a dozen, probably more, all of which have ended disastrously and quickly. But I'm happy to continue trying to find my way with this on camera, at least for now. I don't know if I'm going to let's play this as a series or what, but today, maybe it'll be a one-off, who knows. Let me know what you think. For today, it's WazHack. I don't know what's with all the balls and wands dropping down here. Stop it! Stop it! Oh, it's disturbing me. Alright, anyway, WazHack is kind of a side-on, so sort of platform game-esque, roguelike, more or less. It has a lot of features taken from roguelikes, including being turn-based. But it works kind of like a 2D platformer, as you will see. I don't know when WazHack was released. It was at least a few months ago, because I bought it probably 3 months ago, I think. On Desura. It's not very expensive, can't remember the price. I'll look it up and shove it in the description as usual. But all this waffle aside, let's press on. The sound may be a bit weird in this, because I find the volume levels are extremely strange in WazHack. The music tends to be exceptionally quiet, and the sound effects tend to be exceptionally loud, but we'll see. It's just had an update. I haven't dabbled too much in playing wizards and things, because I already do badly enough without introducing an excess of magic to it, and they basically can't do much with their just big stick. So I tend to stick to the knight. I have used the Valkyrie once or twice, but mainly I go with the knight, for I'm a man. Don't like his hair, but never mind. Today we've got Nicholas the Errant. I think that's pretty much randomly chosen. Here are our stats down the bottom. Doesn't really matter though. Let's go in. Having set out from your lord's castle... Sorry, I should read that with a bit more gravity. Having set out from your lord's castle, you arrive at the legendary dungeons of WazHack. Weird name for a dungeon, if you ask me. This place has been the subject of stories passed from father to son since before Roman times. It is said that deep within the dungeon lies the amulet of Zar, an artifact of unfathomable value. Go forth and make it yours. So not unfathomable power, just extremely expensive. Alright, so we're descending down here into the dungeon of WazHack. The scrolling is a little bit iffy. It tends to lurch a little, but that's fine. So we're using... I was going to say WASD. I suppose we do. We use A and D to move left and right, and we use S and W to climb up and down ladders. Jump is spacebar, and we can either use key controls to pick things up, or we can use the mouse. I use a bit of both, depending on my mood. I think... is it F to pick this up? Yeah, there we go, picked up a key. In true roguelike fashion, this is all randomised, and you can see it's turn-based. When we stop, the enemy stops as well. So it's not strict, clearly defined turns, but it is basically turn-based. It's certainly not real-time. And what I've found with this is, in true roguelike fashion, it's extremely difficult. You don't know where you're going. You just walk into enemies to attack them, and you get a lot of scrolls and potions and things with unspecified effects. Right, so I pressed F to pick up these items, but we have several lying around, so we can choose which to pick up and which not. I'm not going to pick up kobold innards. If we kill just normal animals, then we can eat their innards for sustenance when we get hungry, but a lot of monster innards will just make us feel ill. Don't really need the short sword. Don't want to burden myself with it, but I will take the carrot. I'm a nutrition-conscious knight. Looks like we're about done with this floor. There's this mini-map up here in the top right. Doesn't give us loads of information, but sometimes it can point out if we've missed a ladder or something. I'm not sure what effect our dog has here. I know it helps us out in combat, but it seems to get killed quite a lot in my experience. Maybe I'm just rubbish. Right, let's head to the right. I think that's a wand. Yep, hexagonal wand. So I think that has magical effects. One thing that's notable here is when you pick up a book, you can try to teach yourself a spell from it by reading the book. But I find the knight generally lacks the concentration to learn anything. That looks like just a big stick, wooden staff, not going to bother. So he often doesn't learn magic. Instead, he just gets sort of dizzy and confused from trying to focus on it. Attack down! Yeah, you can even fight while you're on a ladder. You're that good. I went all Nottingham for a second there. You can even fat while on a ladder. That wasn't even Nottingham, that was more South Yorkshire. Yeah. I'm from Nottingham and I can't do a Nottingham accent. Anyway, we took a few hits there, but you can see from our health in the top left corner, not too much to worry about. So let's pick up... We'll take the iron skull cap, since we don't have a helmet, pick up the gems and stuff, not the dagger. Every now and then, you do come across a shop where you can sell all your crap. But it doesn't necessarily appear that often, so I don't like to drag too much stuff around with me. The dog, don't know if you heard it growling a minute ago, warned us that this enemy was approaching. And again, I'm fighting these things by just walking into them. Alright, I'm going to hit my inventory and try and put my skull cap on. Where? Of course it could be cursed, but hopefully not. No, fine. And my sprite changes depending on what I'm wearing. Oh yes. I know that's not a big deal, but it's surprisingly often omitted. So it's a nice feature to see. Alright. I should probably try out some of these things at some point. I definitely don't want a cursed dagger or a stick. But I like the look of the fluorescent potion. Let's drink that. What's the drink button? I think it might be Q for quaff. We've got all our shortcuts down here at the bottom, so we could use those instead. But I'll press Q for quaff. There we go. What are we going to quaff? Fluorescent potion. Potion of paralysis! Oh god! You're frozen stiff. Just like a real roguelike, most unknown items that you try to use will just screw you over. Alright, let's drink a frosty potion. I don't know how a potion can be frosty. I assume it means just chilled. But it seems to have actual frost exploding out of it. Polymorph? It turned me into a rat! Oh no. I've dropped all my gear. I think I can actually pick my gear up though. Let's try F. Yeah! So even though the rat can't wear any of this stuff, he can carry it. That's nice. Oh, your movements are slowed. He has quite a low ability to carry stuff. I seem to remember from previous polymorph experiences that this lasts for quite a long time. Okay. I'll take the etched helm for when I become myself again. And I might as well take the scroll. Of course, I can't read it while I'm a rat. Oh, dog, help me out here. Help me out, dude. Come on. Yeah. This is a surprise... Phoebe Bletch scroll. Eek. This is a surprisingly small dog. Or large rat. Yeah, I seem to remember that this effect tends to last for quite a long time. Oh, you can't jump! I'm too encumbered! Alright. So you can see in the manner of most roguelikes, the aim is to go down as far as you can and reach the bottom. And the treasure that lies at the bottom of the dungeon. But obviously in this you don't move from floor to floor exactly. I mean... Ah! Okay. Back to being human. Quick! Whack all my stuff on. I'll try the etched helm. It might be cursed. Dog. Help me out here. Dog! Oh god, I think it ran away. Okay. I better equip my sword and just fight this bastard. Of course, equipping stuff takes a turn, which is deeply inconvenient. Wield. Here we go. Take that! I gained a level. Okay. So, let's level up. And that seems to happen at really erratic intervals. Sometimes it happens very, very quickly, and sometimes it's quite slow. That one was quite slow. In other runs, I've leveled up 3 times by this point. Alright, I don't want to dual wield, that seems like a complication. What does first aid do? You recover health 10% faster. Let's take that. Excellent. And at certain levels you also get to upgrade stats and things, I think. What was I saying before? Oh yes, I need to get dressed. Alright. The etched helm seems fine. I'll put on my black boots. I'll put on my ring mail. There might be an equip command, actually. No, that's eat. Is there an equip? Equip? Equip! I'm sure there's one somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Alright. I think I already have everything equipped anyway, so that's kind of redundant, but it's good to know. Oh yes, I was saying that, like most roguelikes, the aim here is not to stab a giant cabbage, but never mind. The aim is to get to the bottom, but it doesn't have sort of distinct separate floors like most roguelikes, where you reach an exit and then go down. You've probably noticed it just flows naturally from floor to floor, and there are usually several staircases between floors. Alright, here's the shop. I think you can, if you want to, try and steal from this chest, but I don't really fancy trying my luck with that. Let's just talk to this guy. Let's sell first. Get rid of the skull cap. All these gems, have no use for them. I'll get rid of the cursed magenta potion. Don't want to brave the curse. I'll keep all the scrolls and things. I'll get rid of the wands. I feel like they're just cluttering up my pockets. So sell all that stuff. Now let's see what he has for sale. Other than the stuff we just sold to him, of course. A curved wand. Some more scrolls. No equipment or anything, so not bothered. I mean, there's this jewellery, but it doesn't look like it has an effect. Oh, I don't want to spend 300 odd gold just to find out what the effect is. Right, kill a cabbage. Yeah. You can click on stuff to attack it, but for the most part you just walk into it. Picked up a warhammer. I've been using a sword so far, so I think I'll be getting sword skills. I think that's the way it works. Chest is unlocked. Chest is locked. Do you want to unlock it? Why the hell not? Take stuff out. Another etched helm. Pair of faded green boots. I'll take the etched helm so I can sell it. Actually, I might as well take all this stuff and just go back upstairs and sell it to the guy up there. Take the lot. I'll tell you what. I will switch my weapon to this warhammer. Just for the hell of it. Oh god, it's cursed. Welds itself to my hand. Does that mean it's a weak weapon? Unclear. Seems alright. It doesn't have a plus or minus stat, so it's just a basic warhammer, but it does mean we can't unequip it. That's okay, I'll live. Well, actually, I'll almost certainly die, but never mind. Let's sell all our crap. The other etched helm, green boots, gem. I'll hang on to the mace in case I ever manage to put this cursed warhammer down. But I'm not holding my breath. I'll probably be killed before I get a chance to offload the warhammer. Ah! Teleport trap. So we've just been transported somewhere entirely different. But there was a potion there. And looking at the mini-map, up in the top right, it looks like we weren't teleported that far. Investigate the small room. Yes or no? Yes. I've never seen this before. Oh, God. Beasties come through. 2 of them gained a level. See, that one came quite quickly. Alright. I'll tell you what. Let's go for dual wielding, after all. That's dual wielding, not dual wielding. So now, actually, I will equip my mace in my other hand. I'll beat them to death. Oh, they'll beat me to death. And that's pretty representative of my usual runs through WazHack. So, anyway, this has been WazHack. Available on Desura for a price that I can't remember, but I'll specify in the description box. Go and have a look. It's right down there, just under the video window, I promise. I'll put a link in as well for if you want to buy it. There may be a demo, I'm not sure, there sometimes is on Desura. I really haven't done my research today. But anyway, WazHack, if you like roguelikes, this is definitely worth a look. It's, for the most part, pretty accessible, and it's a pleasant change from the usual top-down, grid-based kind of malarkey. I'm enjoying it, and I'll probably play it a bit more. Let me know if you want me to do that on camera. As usual, thanks for watching, and rejoin me the next time as I pick up video making again, now that I've figured out what my mic is. Bye for now.